Hey, this is Dave Manelsky at Groundwire. I'd like to demo a client management application that we built here at Groundwire for a recent client. So we've been using Salesforce ourselves at Groundwire for client management, and we took some of our learnings there around our timesheet and expense tracking and applied them to a brand new client project that produced some amazing results. The timesheet was built by Groundwire's Ryan Foster, who designed the UI and did all the JavaScript and Apex work coding this up. So let's take a look at an opportunity here in Salesforce. Opportunities are client projects are structured as opportunities in the database. This particular client needed to be able to not only track how much time they were going to budget for a given project roles. So if you look at an opportunity here, you can start to see we have some basic information about that project start and end date. We have staff hours budgeted, so they had budget information, which was going to determine what the client paid for a project, what the contract price was for a project. They had projections, which is helping them measure their staff utilization and capacity out into the future. And then they had actuals, which drove their monthly revenue reporting. So they issue invoices each month, and those invoices are through a Conga merge directly out of Salesforce here. And so there's roll-up information. This is all driven off child objects. And as I scroll down the page here and I get to the related list, I can see that we've got these project roles. These roles are buckets of time that you can log to, and these roles have different hourly rates associated with them. So they may have different people in different roles at different hourly rates that are logging time to a given client project. Those time logs are a child of these project roles. They're also surfaced here on the opportunity record just for ease of viewing. They have expenses they want to track along a project, and they also had products, which were all sorts of different materials that they would bring along, and their product library is gigantic, full of stuff that they would bring to a specific project. For this particular project, they had 50 different workbooks at $110. This is all done in multi-currency as well, so this is all multi-currency enabled and enforced. Every child object record here is in the currency of the opportunity here. That's all enforced with code. And then they also have their payments in here. But what I really want to show you is the time tracking, which is the most amazing piece of this here. So let's pop over to the timesheet. You'll see that there's a few buckets that I can log time to: curriculum design, leadership training, and follow-up coaching for this particular staff retreat. So I'm going to go to the timesheet. This is my timesheet in the database here. I can look at a month view and a week view. I have a simple data entry pane in here. It's all jQuery autocomplete here, so I can start to type in Groundwire and find projects that are open and have time logging available to them. I can tab through this interface, the staff retreat. I can log time to a role that has been defined. You saw those project roles. I can give it a phase. These phases are hard-coded phases that this particular client wanted. And I can give it a number of hours and some notes. Did some work. This is a beautiful interface here. So I save this. It shows up on my interface. I can bring this time log up again just by clicking on it. I can make changes to it. So I say I want to do this next time log the exact same day. I can either update the existing log or save a new log, which brings up a new copy. All the filtering in here is just amazing, actually. So I can come in here. There's a bunch of JavaScript filtering going on here, so I can start to type in Groundwire. I can start to type in project. Let's go take a month view. Take a look at a month view, because I did do some mock data entry in here. So if I pull up a month view, you can see I have projected hours from the month. So this particular client wanted the ability to project time out into the future. So they wanted each of their project staff to be able to say, I'm going to spend this amount of time on this project, and their granularity of their projections was in monthly. So if I switch over to plan time, you'll see that they can only give monthly projections for a given role. So they could say, I'm going to spend 25 hours in this role in January, and that was the level of granularity that they felt comfortable with. And then as actual time pops up, that's tracked separately, and those time logs are in here, but you can see your projections for each month. This is a jQuery table, so this is all sortable. Each one of these can be sorted according to your view here. And you can also type in and start filtering in here, bring these up, add new logs. It's really just an amazing interface by Ryan Foster. I'll show you expense tracking next in a future video. I hope you like it. Thanks.